Well, good evening, everybody. Hey, whoa, you gotta scoot this way, baby.
No, honey, the camera is tilted.
Oh, man.
We didn't check it before.
Man.
No,
There
it's like,
we
it's
go.
tilted.
We're a little off kilter.
It's really wonky.
No, you guys just gotta turn your heads this way. Turn your heads that way.
No.
It'll balance out.
Fix it.
Oh, my gracious. The thing is,
It'll drive me nuts the entire
what
time.
you guys are not seeing.
There. Don't.
Is it's literally held together with a rubber band.
It is totally a rubber band.
This is high budget stuff.
There we go.
Let's try that again. Hey, everybody, it's Brad.
And Krista.
We're the Big Family Homestead. Yay! And the crowd goes wild, and there's all kinds of stuff. And I think there's an explosion here at some. Yeah, we should have it. Yeah.
Of course, why not?
High intensity.
Blow people's eardrums.
That's right. I hope you're ready for a great night, guys.
I know I am.
We have so much fun stuff planned. It's just. I don't use this word lightly, but it's going to be a giddy event.
No. Oh no.
A giddy event. That's right. So here's the scoop. We have a ton of good news to share with you. I am sick to death of all the bad news that's coming around through the news. And so I miss Paul Harvey, radio rock star extraordinaire.
Yep.
And you know what? He always used to brighten my day, just like Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I tell you what, so we're going to do our best to bring you some cool stories. We've got some really interesting things tonight. However,
We have interesting things every night.
yes. However, we're going to go ahead for the folks who are new. We kind of just give you an update of what's going on here at the Big Family Homestead while we stall out for a while.
All the fun stuff we did this week.
Yeah, so it gives everybody a chance to get here, and then we're going to jump on in. So with that said, first of all, hello.
Hello.
Hope you guys are ready for a good time.
Yeah.
If you are, thumbs up, right? Thumbs up or check mark or I don't know. Anyway, snow.
Man, it's there and then it's gone and then it's there. It reminds me of Ohio. It's like, make up your mind already.
A lot of slush.
Oh, a lot of slush. A lot of mud.
Slush.
Lots and lots of mud. Well, and then some stuff that looks like mud, but it's really not mud.
Doesn't smell like mud.
Doesn't smell like mud.
Definitely.
No.
Hey, I got a question. How many of you guys watching right now have your own channel? If you have your own channel, give me a thumbs up or a check mark or a smiley face or something. I'm curious because I know a lot of you guys do, and I'm curious so I can maybe spot you and highlight you. You never know. All right.
See,
so
you
continue
asked
on.
them to do two different things and to give thumbs up. So now we don't know which
Now
is which.
the instruction is not clear.
No. It's
So
like
say,
when you're
I
talking to the
have
kids.
my own channel. Say I have my own channel. Linda says nope.
Nope.
But if Linda did, her channel would be very awesome. I believe that. Linda, we salute you. Or at least I do. Laura says not yet. Jen's weight loss den. You see how this works? Lola Granola has a channel, and she is awesome because she supports us on Patreon, which really, trust me, really helps a lot.
Thank you.
Tanya says she's thinking of getting one, planning on it, says Lisa. Paper Nerd, what a great name.
That is a great name.
That's a great name. So you never know. You better jump in on the conversation because if something catches my eye, trust me, I'm a squirrel chaser. I am a squirrel
cool.
chaser.
I kind of was wondering, Paper Nerd, they reviewed books on their channel.
Cool.
That's really cool. I
Very
was wondering
cool.
if it was something dealing with books or writing.
Would you consider yourself a bibliophile?
Ooh.
That doesn't mean Bible, it means book. Bibliophile. Yeah, so anyway, snow.
Man,
It's not snow anymore, it's
I
just
don't
slush.
normally mind the snow, but this mucky stuff is driving me nuts.
Yeah.
So it just needs to stop so that we can dry up and then we're not slopping through all the way to the barn.
Because we have taken some of our tax return money and we have invested in a little thing called a greenhouse. You may have heard of it.
Yes.
Oh,
we have.
yeah.
Yes. It's a
Is that
fuzz.
like instead of...
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda.
Wow. Thank you, Linda. That's very, very kind of you. So, yeah, we've got a greenhouse that's halfway here.
Yes, we got one of the boxes. There's another one supposed to be here tomorrow. But we can't put the greenhouse up until when, honey?
Oh,
It gets dry so that we can stain the deck and seal the deck again because it's needing to get done. And
yeah. Well, that's funny. Margaret Mitchell says no. She does not have a channel. She's from Scotland, and she doesn't know if anyone could understand me. Well, let me tell you what, Margaret. We have watched Shrek literally hundreds of times. So while Mike Myers' Scottish accent is not very good, I think I could decipher.
I watched.
It qualifies me.
There's a farm show that I watched.
I feel qualified.
Like 4 seasons of it, and it was in Scotland, I think.
Is that one with the
sheep?
The sheep?
Mm-hmm.
What was it called?
I don't remember the name of the show.
Don't be sheepish.
No, but they
show me your sheep.
No, it didn't focus on sheep. It actually mainly focused on cows.
Oh, Pimp
and
My
different
Sheep.
farming. Different. No, not Pimp My Sheep, honey. That's Pimp My Ride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway.
Bad sheep. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the wool comes? Nothing. Anyway. Sorry. Told you, I'm a squirrel chaser. That's what I do.
It is what you do.
All right. So we have a video coming out tomorrow describing and showing something that we did yesterday.
Yeah, it was just yesterday.
Things are blowing by really fast.
It goes way too fast.
Do tell.
We got chicks.
Hot chicks.
Hot chicks. Yes.
Chickens.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got some little chicks, and they're so cute. And we started them on fermented feed today. And it took them a little getting used to. We actually had to put some of the dry kernels on top of it before they start to peck down. And, well, they finally figured it out. So.
And they went for it.
They went for it, yep.
Yep. So we got, well, you know what? I don't want to spoil it too much. We talk about the chickens tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. You'll see.
More.
Yeah.
Carol, or Candy, I'm sorry. Candy. Maybe one day we will have a channel and raise honeybees in Ohio. Well, here's the thing. Today, one of our cool good news stories is specifically about bees. Mm-hmm. So we keep bees.
Yep.
And, we have in the past.
Yes.
To be honest, I don't know if we're going to do it this year. It's kind of up in the air.
Yeah, we lost our 2 hives over the winter, and they were inside. They were overwintering inside a shed, and they didn't make it.
They didn't make it.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and this was a temperature-controlled shed. A friend of ours who is a really, really spot-on beekeeper.
And he lost all of his hives, too.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just us. He lost his hives as well.
Danny Thrive is asking what kind of chicks, and the answer is you will have to wait till tomorrow.
Find out tomorrow. Yep.
Watch the video.
That's right.
Comment down below. Comment down below. So other stuff that's going on here. Why don't you give them an update on your health, Mom?
Well, I took my last antibiotic just before we came upstairs. So the antibiotics are done. My leg is better. It's not completely gone, but it's better. So.
Well, and for those of you who are kind of just new, it's called
cellulitis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, it's an infection thing, just so you know, because when we first heard about it, we thought, well, what's that got to do with anything? Like, it sounds like something to deal with. It
sounds like cellulite.
Yes.
But it's not.
Trying to be gentle.
It's okay. It sounds like cellulite, but it is not have anything to do with cellulite. It's cellulitis.
Yeah.
It's an infection in your skin. And it just happens.
It's an infection.
We're not sure exactly why I keep getting it. We're still talking to doctors, trying to figure stuff out. It is painful. It is no fun. This is the 3rd time I've gotten it. Ryan.
He's a friend of ours, but stop it. He keeps, stop it. The rest of you, please. No. It's just Ryan. Just Ryan. No. That was like a stealth gifting.
He totally
a
just
stealth
derailed
gifting.
what I was saying.
That is
punk.
cellulitis.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, anyway, it's, like I said, we're still trying to figure out what's causing it. This is the 3rd round I've had in the last 2.5 years. And honestly, it's really starting to tick me off. I'm really over it. So, trying to figure it out.
I know Ryan will know this quote. I'm angry at numbers. You're angry at cellulitis. I'm angry at cellulitis. Robert says, have had cellulitis a few times. It really stinks. Yeah. I have good answers about how to prevent it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it may... I'm not going to go anywhere into it right now. Just
okay.
I'm not sure what's going on. We'll figure it out.
So
yeah.
Katrina's sister is asking, do you have peculiar dreams when you're on antibiotics? I always do.
What's weird is actually I did have some dreams when I was on antibiotics, and I don't normally remember my dreams. So.
Are the machines back?
Yeah, they are. No. You goofball. No.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you for the prayer, Scott.
That's wonderful, Amelia. Thank you.
What?
My doctor told her that once you've had it, it's lifelong.
She's an encourager. Amelia,
That's
she
awesome.
likes to definitely
appreciate that. It's okay.
She likes to build up.
No bitterness. I was being sarcastic.
Oh my gracious. Understood. All right, cool.
Okay.
So other stuff that's going on, you had kind of like, I guess it would be toy shop day. You had your own shopping spree at Toys R Us. Toys R Us is gone, and you know what that makes me mad.
It does make me mad because
I'm
there's
angry.
no
I'm
good
angry
toy
at Toys
stores
R Us
anymore that you can go and look at toys.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the small little. I don't know what to do with my hands.
You're gonna hit me is what you're gonna do.
And you'll probably deserve it.
And I will thank you. Put some stank on
and
it,
you'll
Ike.
ask me for another.
Put some stank on it, Ike. Oh my gosh. Anyway, there's little tiny store. Stop it. I didn't do anything.
Little tiny stores that have toys that are toy stores, but not big ones like Toys R Us. So
where are you going with that?
I don't know. I'm going to give Robert your email.
You're supposed to be talking about your toy story, not your toy story.
Yeah.
Your shopping spree.
It's like when Brad gets to go to Sweetwater.
But
so I get
especially if mom doesn't know.
Yeah, but the funny thing is he can't drive to Sweetwater without me knowing.
Most people probably don't know Sweetwater.com. Mm-hmm. It's a gigantic music store. Mm-hmm. And they're in Illinois.
No, they're in Indiana. They're in Fort Wayne, Indiana. How is it that I know and you don't?
The I states confuse me.
Illinois is the bad. No,
Iowa.
No, Iowa's over west.
No, I know. Yeah. I know them by open carry laws.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's true. So I should have known Illinois was not the right one. Not the right one.
I got to buy...
Sing the Toys R Us song.
I don't know the Toys R Us song.
Jeffrey.
I don't know.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah, okay.
Lots of fun and stuff to do when you...
Don't know the words of the song?
Get locked in. I don't know. That's all I remember. Turn that frown upside down. That was their slogan, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but you had your shopping spree.
I ordered school books for next year. I've been saving my pennies. and ordered school books for next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She's got stacks and stacks of books.
I was reorganizing yesterday my school shelf because there's stuff coming in. So I had to take stuff off the shelf that we're not going to use next year to make space for the stuff we're getting for next year.
Yeah, our FedEx drivers are really, really super happy with us lately. Bringing a greenhouse and then stacks of books and guitar amp that came in the mail. And it's like all this really super heavy stuff. Because I'll tell you what, when you live out in the middle of nowhere like we do, there's no, the nearest good guitar store that's not like a tiny, tiny hole in the wall store.
3 hours away.
3.5 hours
3.5.
away.
Oh, sorry, that extra half hour.
Trust me, it matters.
Yeah, 3.5 hours away. We have to go all the way to Minneapolis.
So we just don't.
Yeah, no.
You know? So we've gotten to the point where, honestly, it's just like, just mail order it. Whatever it is.
Right, yeah.
It's a greenhouse. Well, will they ship it for free?
Then they do.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, why would I drive an hour away to Rhinelander if they'll ship it for free?
Right, exactly.
You know?
Saves
With
us
gas,
a lot of time.
man, gas is getting expensive, people.
And thankfully, the shipping is still free. So
there you go. Here's a question: what's gas prices like in your neck of the woods? Because honestly, okay, ours came down some.
it did. It
Scout's
was
honor.
$3.86 after church today.
And not too terribly long ago, it was $4.10.
Yes. Yeah.
What's gas like where you're at?
Yeah.
So, okay, we hit the greenhouse. We hit homeschool. While they're typing, there's one more thing we need to talk about that's super, super important. You know,
No, I
she's
don't.
in heat. No, she's not.
No, she's not.
She's El Prego.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? I thought you were talking about Nana.
No.
Like, no.
No.
Dottie,
Our cow.
our cow Dottie is, she's pregnant, and thankfully, because I couldn't get her bred last year, and so it was just a nightmare. But this year we finally got her bred. We got there right in time. The AI person came.
$4.49,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh my gosh, that's
Distracted.
insane.
Under the median. Yeesh.
$560 in Hawaii.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness gracious. Westchester.
Well,
We
I
live
can
really close to
understand-
Westchester.
I can understand why Hawaii is so expensive because they're landlocked.
Yeah.
They're landlocked.
They're landlocked.
It's sad they can't get it shipped in easily. Blanchester, Kroger, Ohio. What's my
Yeah.
baby?
No, I was just reading the comments. We used to live near Westchester.
Oh, yeah.
We lived in Lebanon.
There's
when we
somebody
were in
from
Ohio.
Blanchester here, Jan.
Yeah.
We used to
Holy
live in
smokes.
Bland
We
as
used
well.
to live in Bland as well.
Yeah. Dottie.
Dottie is pregnant. I kind of have waited just a little bit to dry her off. We were supposed to dry her off this past Wednesday, but we have to take Clover and separate her from her mom because she's 1 year old and she's still attached to mom.
And that's our own fault.
And that's okay. It honestly is okay. She is a super healthy cow. No, I'm not going to say anything about selling anything. We decided we're just going to keep them.
Yeah, we're kind of looking at the future going, what's going to happen here in the next 6 months to a
Right.
year for food costs.
But Dottie is pregnant, and so she's due to have her calf at the end of May. So this week we will be making a pen for Clover so that we can get Dottie dried off. An indoor-outdoor pen, so where she can get out of the rain or snow, but she can still get outside. And but anyhow, so we're working on that this week. Yeah.
So, all right, it's that time. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's going on. Here we go. Deep thoughts. Dun, 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 dun. Deep thoughts on the homestead, ladies and gentlemen. What did you learn this week, Mama? I can tell you, I know what I learned this week. Snow around November seems like a good idea. Snow around April, bad idea.
Bad idea.
And then you know what's even worse? mud, snow mud, worse
no
than
fun.
snow, fluffy snow. Fluffy snow, okay.
Fluffy snow, wet
Slushy
snow.
mud
Not
snow,
no.
no good,
No.
no bueno.
No.
What do you say? What are your
What
deep
did
thoughts?
what did we talked about I forgot. I forgot what I learned this
I forgot what I learned this week.
I did. We talked about it beforehand, didn't we?
Hold my finger and I'll tell you. I'm kidding. I'm a dad. Come on.
It's a good dad joke.
Good dad joke. I don't know.
I did learn I
can
like
tell you
cooking
what.
outside.
I was gonna say, here we go. I'll
Yeah.
show you something else here. Let me
I
back
like
up right
cooking
here.
outside.
Hold on one second. I don't know where I put it. I guess I'm gonna have to access the manual. I've got to go
man.
here and do the actual. Check this out. The weather broke. Everything is actually melting, which is really great. But that's not what's really, 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 really great. We're having lunch after church.
Yeah.
Well, it's like late lunch, early dinner. But look at
Call
this.
it Linner.
Look at that. Boom. We got the beef chunks over here, chicken and kielbasa, and all the veggies.
and the mushrooms.
Mom shrooms.
Yes.
And I am excited about this. I wish, folks, I wish that you could have smell-o-vision, number one. But number two, if you could come on over for lunch, man, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But by the time you see this, lunch will be over. So
Yummy.
there you go. There you go.
All right, this is really cool. I'm super happy about this. I just the other day, I mean, it's probably been less than 4 days.
I thought it was 3.
I think it's maybe 4. But I planted
this
seeds. They're already starting to come up.
Look at that.
This is all the broccoli over here. These 4 rows are broccoli. These 4 rows.
How did you go? Did you go this way or did
Nope,
you go this way?
This way.
So there's like, what, how many broccoli
There's
do we have there?
24.
Dang.
Well, it was because not all the seedlings came up. See here? That was why I planted more, because that way then I knew I would get at least 16 or 18 that I wanted to plant in the raised beds. And then we've got cabbage here in these 4 rows.
Nice.
So see, not all of them come up. I need to water these.
They
little
still might
buckets
come
here.
up.
And then these, so I had 2 different kinds of cauliflower. These 2 rows are one brand and these are another brand. So hopefully.
And all the other stuff is in that
All
one?
the other stuff, there's squash in here. Let's see if this is coming up.
Not yet.
Not yet. Nope, not
They do
yet.
take a little bit longer.
They do. But I've got
What
this.
was
I
in
made
here?
a makeshift greenhouse there. And these, nothing yet. Oh, wait, yep, right here.
What do you got?
This is yellow pear tomatoes, and then these are Roma tomatoes.
Nice.
Yep.
Pretty soon.
Yep.
We got spring fever. Spring has sprung.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And
Can't
now,
wait.
here we go. Back to the... All right. Did that jog your memory?
It did. It did. I learned that I really like cooking outside.
Well, yeah.
And it was what, 45 today?
Well, shorts weather.
Yeah, for us it was pretty much.
Shorts
you saw,
weather.
I was in I didn't have a sweater on outside.
Yeah.
It was very comfortable. And I don't know what it is, but the food just tastes better.
You know what? I don't know either, other than I feel like she's taking little bits of my man card and secretly like tearing them off and putting them in her pocket for her to keep, because every time I turn around, she's like nudging me further away from the grill, and
I
and
was not.
I get less and less
I was not.
man stuff.
Nope, I was not.
I'm gonna have to fight back,
No.
and we're gonna get an outdoor pizza oven. That's how it's gonna work.
I'm all for that. Go for it.
Outdoor pizza
Okay.
oven time.
Double dog dare.
It's a double dog dare.
Yes, there was mushrooms. They were in a small little area up by the peppers and onions. I don't know why. I think it was a Blackstone griddle. It is a Blackstone griddle, right?
What?
The griddle, isn't that a Blackstone?
Pit Boss.
Pit. I don't know what it is, but
Pit Boss.
it is the griddle is great. It has 4 burners. It has a grease catch. It's propane.
You can flop it open.
You can flop it open,
Yep.
and then you've got counter space on the sides.
Yep.
And it's cast iron, and it is so wonderful. I've made like a lo mein stir fry out there. We've made a beef and cabbage stir fry.
Steaks, nice.
We have not done burgers or chicken on there yet.
Well, today, if you count chicken, I was grilling chicken. It was great. It was delicious.
We did salmon.
Salmon was good.
That was delicious.
Yep.
Yes, Katrina's sister, I did have mushrooms out there. I had a small little bowl of mushrooms, and I'm going to make some probably out there again tomorrow.
Yep.
They were delightful.
All right. Tell them what's up with our store. It's finally restocked.
Yes, finally, we've got stuff back in the store. We have just been
sick.
We've been sick. I've been down. He's been sick.
Yep.
It's been a nightmare. This last month and a half has just been a mess. So we're back at it.
Beard balms, lip balms, hand creams.
Yeah.
Or they're not really creams. It's like a hand. You scrape
it's a
it.
Salve.
You
is
scrape
more
it,
of what it is,
and then you rub it in.
Yeah.
And all of it's all natural stuff. There's beeswax, there's shea butter, there's moringa oil in everything. And Caleb's beard oil. We call it Caleb's beard oil. It's funny.
Yeah.
If you ever seen Caleb, he's starting to get the Caleb is.
Buzz, yeah.
Yeah, and he's been asking, should I start shaving? I'm like, no. You hold off as long as we can hold off, or else it gets really wiry.
Yeah, yeah.
But we've got shave oils, we've got healing hands, and the store is bigfamilyhomestead.com/shop. And here's the truth. This is not a sales pitch. We don't know how long we'll be able to, number one, keep stuff in stock. And number two, how long we can keep the prices down.
Exactly.
Things are going crazy. And right now, in our neck of the woods, it looks okay.
Right.
But we don't know how long that'll be. So there is a limited amount of stock. But it's up. That's up. And Brenda's asking any word on the copyright claim on the other channel. Okay, here's the shortest way to put it. I have a Bible devotion channel that we do. It's, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central. Big Family Devotions. And somebody flagged music that I wrote, recorded, put out myself out of this studio. They flagged it and said that the copyright was their own. Well, YouTube doesn't get involved. They're like, hey, it's not up to us. You fight it out with them. But then YouTube allows them to make the decision as to whether or not I'm telling the truth. So what happened was I got so upset. I said, no, I'm going to fight it at first. And then they came back after we had made that video, and they said, well, all right, then we'll share the copyright with you and you can have half the royalties.
No.
And I said, no. And I deleted the video.
Yeah.
They're not getting a penny of that.
No.
Here's the frustrating truth. As I spit, did you see that?
So mad he
I was
spit.
mad. The frustrating truth is, first of all, it's not theirs. It's stealing.
Right.
And the other thing is, we would not have made more than 50 cents on that video anyway.
Right.
They were literally stealing 50 cents. I should have, you know what? Maybe I should have shared the claim, and then they would have been like, 25 cents? What? This has to be wrong.
Right.
But anyway, that's what it
Whatever.
is. But I am going to let it go because you know what? God's in charge, and it's time for some good news anyway. Yay! Crowd goes nuts.
Yeah.
You guys, let's bring on the good news. Now, if you don't know, if you're coming in late, we miss Paul Harvey. We miss the good news on the radio. And so I have researched some good news stories. And they can be heartwarming, they can be interesting, they can be technological advances. There's one today that is a technological advance that I find hard to believe and a little bit scary, frankly. But we'll get there and we'll see. So, anyway, are you going odd or even, Mom?
I'm odd today.
You're odd?
Yeah, always. No.
Well, my lovely, my little flower, my sunshine. Oh, chickpea, you ready? Oh, my southern wind, my sun and moon, my moon and stars.
Oh,
You ready to rock
I
it?
suppose. Sure.
Ready, mark it, set, go.
All right. A 10-year-old boy who found an 800-year-old medieval priory seal
Bam.
matrix with his metal detector has raked in a small fortune after it sold for 4,000 euros, which is
Nice.
$5,239 to be precise. George Henderson was with his dad, Paul, when he stumbled across an ancient oval seal during a charity dig last November. That was a weird sound.
It's just,
Weird.
I think it's just the fasteners of the house
Yeah, that's great.
popping out. It's
That's
cool.
fantastic. The pair had been scouring a field in Woodbridge, Suffolk, for just 10 minutes when George uncovered the 13th century copper alloy artifact 5 inches below the ground.
What?
It displays the Virgin Mary and Child with an Italian seal, which translate to Seal of the Priory and Convent of Butley of Adam, Canon Regular. The relic, which was used by priests centuries ago, went under the hammer at Hanson's auctioneer at Etwall in Derbyshire on Thursday, where it sold to a private UK buyer. The proceeds will now be shared between lucky finder George and the farmer whose land the treasure was discovered on. Dad Paul, a windscreen fitter from Sutton in Ashfield at Nottinghamshire, said his son's discovery had beaten anything he had found during his years of metal detecting. He seems to be better at making important finds than me.
Wow.
Having said that, there have been plenty of times when he's come back with nothing. I always tell him to keep at it, and he's got his reward. George, whose find was designated as of regional importance to the PAS, the Portable Antiquities Scheme database, said, "I'm happy I discovered it."
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really
That's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, a lot of the stories tonight are from overseas, specifically the UK, and there's more animal stories than I think normal.
Oh, well, that's okay.
That's just kind of what happened.
Everybody
It
likes
was not.
animal
It was not planned. Now, here's the thing. This is that one that kind of is a little bit scary. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that technology moves on, and okay. I'm going to share something with you. I'm not exactly excited about electric vehicles.
No.
I'm just not. I like the idea of I get in an old 1978 Ford truck or Chevy truck. I have room to open the hood. Does anybody else feeling that with me? Does anybody else? You open the hood and there's room to get in there and move around with my big old hands, and I can actually even work on it because not everything is still computerized.
Right.
And I don't need all the widgets, gadgets, and gadgets, nor do I want the widgets, gadgets, and gadgets. But that said, you know it's coming. It's only a matter of time. And so, with that said, here is the next story. Shocking. Haha. It's funny. Scientists in South Korea have proven that a new technology will cut the time it takes to charge electric cars to just 9 seconds.
That's insane.
Allowing EV owners to fill up as fast as their gasoline counterparts. And even those plugging in at home will have the time slashed from 10 hours to 3 minutes. The new devices use laws of quantum physics to power all of the battery cells at once instead of one at a time. So recharging takes no longer than filling up at the pump. Electric cars were rarely seen on the road 10 years ago, but now millions are sold every year, and it has become one of the fastest growing industries. But even the fastest superchargers still need 10 to 40 minutes to power a car. Scientists at the Institute for Basic Science, IBS, doesn't that sound like a crappy name? Sorry. In South Korea. What, baby?
I didn't say a word.
IBS. It's just, it really gets under the skin. Yeah. Co-author Dr. Dario Rosa said the consequences could be far-reaching. The concept of a quantum battery was first proposed in a seminar paper published by Aliki and Fenes and how would you say it?
I don't know.
Aliki?
Sure.
And Fenes in 2012, and was theorized that quantum resources such as entanglement, that sounds like an interesting resource,
Oh my.
can be vastly used to speed up battery charging. Current collective charging is not possible in classical batteries where the cells are charged in parallel independently of one another. This is particularly exciting as modern large capacity batteries can contain numerous cells. The group went further to provide an explicit way of designing such batteries. This means that charging times could be cut from 10 hours to 3 minutes at home and from 30 minutes to just a few seconds at stations.
Goodness gracious.
Come on now. I got to be honest. Maybe I'll get an electric moped, and then it'll be so fast that it will have charged yesterday.
Yeah, that works.
It's so fast.
So fast. Charged yesterday.
It charged itself up.
We ran. How long did he say it takes to charge? Did he? The kid from church.
Oh yeah, we've got a friend that we know that's got a Tesla.
He's got a Tesla, but did he say how long it took to charge?
No, he said that I asked him.
How much it cost?
Yeah, he said it cost about $5 to go 250 miles currently.
Right. Yeah.
Because I asked it, your electric bill at home had to go straight up.
Yeah, he said it only cost about $5 to charge his car to go a full quote tank of electric.
Yeah,
So.
And I'm not going to be convinced until they can at least go 400 miles.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I've not looked into them that much, so I don't have any idea.
They're out of our price range anyhow.
Yeah, they really are.
So.
I don't really want an electric car anyhow.
So. There you go. All righty. This one's funny. I like this one.
How, yeah.
You may not have to read all of this. There's a lot of extra gobbledygook. This is just awesome, though.
Meet Britain's most prolific cat burglar.
Boom.
A cheeky feline who brings home stolen items, including toys, cutlery, glasses, and even toy skateboards. Charlie, dubbed Kleptocat, pinches a random array of swag, such as rubber ducks and plastic dinosaurs. Owner, $41-year-old Alice Big.
Yeah, you've heard of 50 cents. It's
$41, yeah. Spends her time trying to... She's so Pete. Trying to reunite her 1-year-old pet's victims with his stolen loot. She has even set up a shelf on her
Isn't that great?
outside wall where she leaves the bizarre items he brings home. Oh my goodness. That would be the time you lock the cat in the house. A sign says, "Our cat Charlie likes taking things. Do any of these belong to you? If they do, please help yourself." Alice of Bristol first realized her cat was a thief when she woke up one morning and
and had handcuffs on.
oh my
Little
gosh,
cat handcuffs.
came face to face with a toy Dilopicus on her pillow.
It's a dinosaur.
It's a little toy dinosaur. Alice, who teaches A-level film at St. Brendan's sixth form college in Brislington, said he's well into clothes pegs at the moment. So, like clothespins.
Yeah, clothespins.
Yeah. He brought back a rubber duck recently, which was quite large, and I have no idea how he managed that and got it through the cat flap.
Huh.
Charlie brings all his finds back to the Biggs house, who took him and his sister Smudge as rescue cats after they were abandoned as kittens. Oh, my heavens. So he wasn't allowed out for 3 months or so, but it was almost as soon as he was allowed out that he began bringing things back. Over the course of a week or so, loads of toy dinosaurs kept appearing in the house, which was really weird. I saw a green stegosaurus one day and wondered if it was my mate's kids might have dropped it here. The following day, I saw a red stegosaurus, and they just keep coming. That's
apparently
really funny.
you can take the cat out of the pokey, but you can't take the pokey out of the cat.
No, apparently not.
No.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That's too funny.
Oh, this is interesting. This is that one story that I was telling you guys about, and you're gonna have to Google it because there's a lot of scientific stuff that I'm gonna skim, just because it makes for bad reading for this kind of thing. But beekeepers, pay attention. Here we go. Check out this new hive. I know it looks like Legos.
I was thinking the same thing.
But it's not. Across the world, people and governments are banning pesticides and planting more pollinator-friendly flowers to boost bee populations naturally.
Good.
Praise God.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now farmers and beekeepers also have a way to protect bee colonies that are crucial for growing crops by using robotic hives that protect pollinators from most hazards. The traditional beehive most commonly used in the world is called a Langstroth box, which was designed by humans about 150 years ago. Those are the ones that we actually have used.
Right.
Most people also use them mistakenly to confuse them with the bee's natural habitat. By completely redesigning the beehive, a company called Beewise was able to address many of the inefficiencies of the box and significantly improve the bees' well-being and long longevity. Their mission is to save bees and recently received an $80 million funding boost of their autonomous hive. Utilizing 24/7 monitoring and smart technology that significantly increases pollination capacity and honey production, Beewise proprietary robotic beehive, the Bee Home, seamlessly detects threats to a honeybee colony such as pesticides. That's weird. And the presence of pests, and immediately defends against them.
So do they have laser turrets on there? If it
Little machine gun bee lasers.
If it detects the pesticides, it just zaps the bee.
Not the bee.
No.
The pest.
Yeah.
Beewise currently manages more than 7 billion bees, which equates to 25,000 acres of pollinated crops.
Wow.
I mean, that sounds really impressive, but that's probably only about 10 or 12 hives.
Yeah,
if they're really big.
Right.
I'm guessing at the number, but they made that sound a lot bigger than it. Yeah, but
right.
Through the Bee Home device, an Israeli startup says that it has saved over 160 million bees over the course of the last 12 months. While the rest of the market has threats from varroa mites with chemicals, BY's revolutionary solution uses a chemical-free heat and robotics approach to achieve a 99.7 success rate.
Huh.
That is significant.
Crazy.
The robot heats frames to a point where it harms the pests, the varroa mites, but does not harm the bee's brood. Every bee home can house 24 full-fledged colonies in an 8-foot by 6-foot box and costs $400 per month on top of a delivery fee. So I guess you can get them at your house. The boxes
For
are
$400 a month.
Yeah. I wonder how much honey you're going to get. If there's if they
you
say
get honey, yeah.
if there's 24 colonies in there, that's a lot.
That's a lot of honey. Yeah.
To be or not to be. True.
Right.
The boxes are GPS protected. Well, I guess you don't want to walk it off.
So the owner knows where.
Yeah,
cool.
so the owner knows where it is, and they're also automatically alert the beekeeper if the bee home is being moved. Ooh. You see, I know. Here's the thing. This is part of the struggle, folks. The struggle is real, and that is this. Technology moves on, and we're becoming old, stodgy curmudgeons.
A little bit.
Because we want the old ways. Yeah, right? But you know what? If this is more efficient and it saves more bees and the pollination rates go up, that's a good thing for humans. Now, if they're putting little geo trackers on everyone's wings, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bees pollinate 80% of our world's crops.
Yeah.
So if we don't have bees,
We're in trouble.
we're screwed.
We're in trouble.
Really.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay.
Yeah. So, all right. One quick, here's the 5-second commercial. Here it is. Well, it might be 10 seconds. We have a Patreon channel, and many of you guys support us, and we try to gift you as much goodies as we can over there. We have a collection of over 1,000 important books. There's a bunch of music that I've written for scripture memory.
Yep.
There's all kinds of stuff. And in the past, we've been better about putting up daily videos on stuff that could not fly here.
Right.
Because it would get pulled down and we'd get in trouble.
Right.
But then we got sick and I had to stop for a while.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow that starts again. So if you like this kind of content, want to support us, we're grateful. Jump over there. It only costs you $1 a month. I mean, anybody can afford $1.
Yeah.
But if you get the little higher levels, you get more goodies.
Right.
It's that simple.
Okay. I didn't get a chance to tell you this yet.
What?
I have been waking up when I get up in the middle of the night to use the restroom.
Yeah.
The words are in my head.
What words?
The songs, the Psalms.
Oh, the Psalm songs that I've been writing.
It starts resonating in my mind when I get up in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought about that this morning and I forgot to tell you.
I
really cool.
I have an entire album's worth of Psalm songs that are over there.
Only one? I thought you had 2 albums worth.
There's at least one. I just
Okay.
keep putting them out.
Yeah, he does.
I just keep doing a song. Anyway, they're for memorization, and I guess it's working out really well.
It is working out.
So
yeah, it's really cool.
Anyway, the Patreon thing is down there, and it really does help us out.
It does.
So back to the good news.
Before we do that, Laura H is asking what pollinates the other 20%. It's other bugs and wind. Wind, like corn and other things are pollinated by wind.
True.
So that was, I wanted to answer her question.
True.
So,
on your mark, get set. Next.
Go. This is awesome. To create his fictional world of Middle-earth, English author J.R.R. Tolkien,
favorite,
used nearly every creative tool at man's disposal, be it calligraphy, cartography, prose, poetry, or painting, to grease the gears of his mind so as to churn out the endless layering and details typical of the novels and appendixes. Tolkien often turned to ink and graphite. and many of his sketches and paintings are available to view on the recently updated section on the Tolkien Estate
That's
website. Enduring audience members can also enjoy images and paintings done outside of his work on Middle-earth, as well as audio clips and other documents related to his personal life and efforts as a map maker, calligrapher, and artist. Debuting on February the 26th, the date, that's David's birthday.
Yeah.
The date at the beginning of the second book of The Lord of the Rings, at which the Fellowship of the Ring was broken after the death of Boromir. The new website also includes paintings done for his 4 children, for whom the stories which became The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings were first made.
That's crazy.
Further illustrations were included from his work on the Silmarillion, which, very much like the book, take on a much deeper element of myth with wild colors and blending with scenery that melds into image in the background as if from a half-remembered dream. Tolkien became a man in perhaps the worst single moment in history to do so, around 1914 at the dawning of World War I.
Yeah.
In those days, chaps joined up or were scorned publicly, he wrote in a letter to his son Christopher later in life. It was a nasty cleft to be in for a young man to much imagination and little physical courage. He was a junior officer at the Battle of the Somme, S-O-M-M-E, Somme.
I would say Somme, but
Somme, one of the bloodiest of the war. Catching trench fever, he was shipped back to England just days before. Nearly every young man in his battalion was killed during an attack. Talk about a hobbit's luck. He wrote The Hobbit in the 1930s, after which it became so tremendously popular that public urging convinced him to write more about the quaint little people who live under the hills.
Mm-hmm.
In spite of the darkness of the next 5 years, World War II, I found that the story could not now wholly be abandoned, and I plodded on, mostly by night. He recalled in a foreword in The Fellowship of the Ring, wherein he also details how more and more as he continued advancing the story, he felt more and more strongly that he needed to retro-march towards what he called the Elder Days, referring to the tales in which would become the Silmarillion.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, Crazy Family Gardens and some other folks, Teresa. Yeah, if the
Tolkien,
the support for the music, it is $1 a month, or if you can afford more, that's great, but that's all it is. And the Patreon link is down below.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Tolkien and C.S. Lewis were good friends.
Yes. They both taught at Oxford?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And they had, a lot in common. Mm-hmm. And I'm encouraged because if you guys don't know, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, they were allegories. They were allegorical stories. Mm-hmm. They were biblical stories that he having lived through that horror of war could see the parallels and stuck them together in an allegory. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, I love it. Yeah. So, all right, moving on. This is crazy.
This is really crazy.
This is crazy. I just got to I'm going to push it and then you'll see it. Okay. That's actually a real thing. Forget Harry Potter's cloak. A British company claimed to have made a real-life invisibility shield. London-based Invisibility Shield company says the fully functional shields can hide a whole person. The firm explains the innovation uses precision-engineered lens array to direct much of the light reflected from the subject away from the observer. This sends it sideways across the face of the shield to the left and to the right. From the observer's perspective, the background light is effectively smeared across horizontally on the front face of the shield over the area that the subject would ordinarily be seen. Invisibility Shield Company says the shield performs at their absolute best against uniform backgrounds such as foliage, grass, rendered walls, sand, sky, and asphalt. Currently, 25 shields have been developed, and the team is funding on a Kickstarter to ramp up capacity to develop more. They explain, disappointed by the lack of progress and the continued unavailability of an actual working invisibility shield, we decided to step things up and go all in on our project to create one. We went through countless iterations, tested a lot of materials, and experienced a lot of failure. But along the way, we managed to develop a reliable, scalable, and efficient manufacturing process and created what we believe are the best invisibility shields ever made. Except, I'm sure they haven't talked to major military. Can you imagine? Okay, so think about it like this, guys. If these people, these 2-3 people, whoever developed that, first of all, cool. Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yeah.
Nothing uncool about that. That's super cool. Mm-hmm. If they thought that up on their own and they're just Joe Blow.
Just average people.
How many years ago did our militaries have this far better?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder about some of those things that just disappear in the sky. You know what I mean?
There's that.
Forget camo, says Delaney B. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Lisa, I'm sorry. I am distracted here. Lisa Grace, have you seen the movie called Shadowlands? Mm-hmm. Yes. It's an older movie about C.S. Lewis' life and is so good. And it's also acted by
Anthony Hopkins and Deborah Winger.
Yep.
Yes?
Yeah.
Deborah Winger? Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent movie.
There's a scene in there. Oh my gosh, guys. There's a scene in there where he's just going through gut-wrenching pain. And this is what I remember it vividly. Mm-hmm. Prayer does not move the hand of God. Prayer changes me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. Meaning God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Mm-hmm. And even though I don't want to go down that road, but what an amazing I'm waiting for the Predator shield. Okay. But how cool is that, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
This story is very, very cute. A Wonky Donkey. You guys have seen this book? The book is hysterical.
I've never seen it.
Oh, we have it. It was sent to us by a subscriber.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
So, a wonky donkey, born with a leg much weaker than its others, is walking more comfortably after being given a prosthetic leg. Tommy had always struggled to walk, and as a result, his back and shoulder had become damaged. Ringwood-based prosthetics company Dorset Orthopedic made the animal an artificial leg.
Isn't that great?
Which fitted to his weaker right front leg which is fitted to his front right weaker right front leg every morning.
Ain't that something?
An osteopath working with Tommy said he has been amazed by his progress. Matt Hughes, managing director of Dorset Orthopedic, said Tommy was hobbling around before he was fitted with his prosthetic about a week ago. His walking looked very labored because his leg, although it was there, was not in a normal position, he added. As he was standing and walking around, he was really dropping his right-hand side and was twisting his spine.
Oh,
poor
thing. Guy.
Oh. He is also being helped by an osteopath and a farrier to become as balanced and as level as possible.
That's cool.
It is very cool. Osteopath Tony Nevin said he had been amazed by Tommy's fantastic progress. Normal, healthy donkeys put 60% of their body weight through their front legs.
Wow.
That's a lot. Tommy was putting nearly all of that 60% through the left healthy front leg.
Which is going to mess him up.
Yeah, and that leg was beginning to show signs of failing. He was going over on it.
Wow.
Yeah. He said it was essential that Tommy was helped to spread his weight more evenly. It was do that or wait for him to not be able to move.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done, folks.
Yeah, that's awesome. He is such a cute little donkey.
Now, for our last great news story account of the evening, I got to tell you what. Normally, I would cheer for this person, and I will cheer for this person. But I would offer them a Culver's burger or Culver's Deluxe or anything they want off the menu.
Yeah.
However, where they're from, it
Vegetarian.
might not exactly be the most appropriate thing.
No.
So onion rings, cheese.
Pretzel bites.
Yep.
Pretzel bites.
You, my
French
dear.
fries.
You
cheese
deserve
sauce.
it. Absolutely.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Yes.
A brave woman saved hundreds of lives in India by waving her red sari to stop a train after spotting broken tracks further down the line.
Oh my gosh.
Amvati Devi waving a flowing red garment in front of an approaching train after noticing part of the line was faulty. Spotting the woman, the driver was able to stop the train just in the nick of time, avoiding potential disaster. Amvati's quick thinking benefited between 150 passengers aboard the train to Uttar Pradesh, India. Wow. The woman, who has been praised for her heroic actions, was quoted in the SWNS report as saying, "I was on my way to the land for routine work, and it was then when I stumbled to find a broken track. I was quick to realize that this could result in a massive tragedy. Well, I heard a lot of that red stands for danger. I used my sari to tie around the track to thwart the untoward incident, which luckily did work when the driver applied the brakes. The driver offered her 100 rupees, but she turned it down. Then he insisted that I keep the money, which I did."
Wow.
Wow.
Did you see that?
The gash in that?
That's what? I don't know, 2 inches, 3 inches?
They would have wrecked.
Those folks would have died. That is amazing.
That
she
takes
did
some
that.
serious guts.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious.
Well done. Amvati, you, my dear, well, you can have a meatless hamburger.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that would just be a meatless sandwich.
They have fish sandwiches and they have chicken sandwiches.
Are
But they're not nearly as good as the Culver's
And
burger.
I promise you, not trying to be insulting.
No, not at all.
Come on over.
No. Love
We'll hook you
Culver's
up.
burger. Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there are your good news stories for the evening. So, question for you.
For me or for them?
You guys enjoying this kind of content? Because if you are, we really love bringing it to you.
Mm-hmm.
We really love bringing it to you.
Yeah.
But tonight we're already a little bit late.
We are?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
already.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
already a little bit late.
Mm-hmm.
So, want to leave you with this. We have a Bible devotion, Bible study that is Monday through Friday, and that's Big Family Devotions channel. And there's no fighting, there's no bickering. It's a great family, honestly, that we get together and we pray for each other. You can tell people what's going on in your world or not, and that's fine. But that's 8:30 a.m. Central, and you'll see a lot of the people here
Are there as well. Yep.
So Big Family Devotions, jump on over there and become a subscriber. And don't forget the
healing hands, the lip balm, beard balm. Then there's the beard oil and the shave oil.
and the Patreon stuff. We're going to start that up again tomorrow in earnest. But you could go over there right now and download songs.
Yep.
So
Yep.
hopefully this is a blessing to you
Yeah.
guys. Pray for the world.
Yeah. Oh my, yes.
Things are in a sticky wicket.
Yeah.
So anyway, surprise, if you didn't realize we're Christians, we're Christians. And so we're going to give those who are not a chance to head out, because we're going to say a quick prayer. You can stay if you want. I encourage you to stay, but we don't want to force anything on anybody, and we will not do that.
Nope.
So let's pray real quick.
Yep.
Father God, thank you so very much for each and every one of these people here. Jesus, I just ask that you would love on them, pick them up like a dad who is absolutely in love with their kids, and just give them a big old hug and let them know you still care, that you've never gone anywhere, and you never will. You'll never leave them. You'll never forsake them. We love you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
What do you say? We good? All right, you guys. Have an amazing and blessed evening. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
What the heck is pound?